The next defense is against a roundhouse punch, or typically a sucker punch. And this is one of the most common street attacks. And it typically, this can happen in a mugging situation, it can happen in a bar, it can happen in road rage, it can happen just about anywhere. So this is something that you really want to get good at. Chris is going to be attacking with a roundhouse punch, and we'll do it slow at first, and he's going to be attacking with his right hand. So he'll step in, I'm going to step back or in, depending on the situation, and block. I'm just bringing my arm up and I'm blocking on his forearm. Okay? As soon as I make that block, I'm going to grab his upper arm, pull my hand back, and I'm going to be punching in this case. Now again, this could be a palm heel strike, but today we're going to punch. And just for illustrative purposes, I'm going to punch through and alongside Chris's head. And once I make that second punch, and we're going to do this in the opposite direction, I'm going to twist my hand behind the back of his neck, pull him in with both hands, and then knee kick either into the groin, the solar plexus, or the face. And then from here, I can finish up, bang, with elbow strikes. And finish up. Now, let's have Chris on this side. Let's again throw the right hand roundhouse punch. I'm going to step in this time. Block and grab. Bring the hand back. Punch 1, 2. Now, of course, these punches are going alongside of his head. They'd be going right through him. Reach him back behind the neck. You want to be careful not to grab the shoulder. You want to control the head. Bring it down. And drive in with your knee kicks. And again, finishing up with your elbows. Okay? So Chris, if you can come back on this side a minute. And this time I'm going to have him come in and throw the punch hard. Okay? Chris? Okay? So I used the palm heel that time. Again, I could have used the fist. I could have done something different. Again, we're trying to keep this as basic as possible. And I'm going to do it one more time. This time I'll use the fist. Okay, Chris? And again, I can finish off here. Right, now, roundhouse punch many times is thrown as what we call sucker punch. So there's a couple of things that we can do to enhance this technique. One of them is what we call a stop hit. And this is especially true if you can see the technique developing. And I'm going to show you how you can watch that. And this will actually increase your reaction time about 3 times and make your reaction much better to see this thing coming before it happens. But again, this time Chris is going to throw the punch again. And if you notice, I not only blocked, but I struck simultaneously. Okay? So these are done together. And the idea then is I really shock him because he's coming right in. If we did this in slow motion, his head is coming bang. He's just feeding me a perfect shot. And many times that's a knockout shot right there. But I certainly stun him at this point, and now I can continue to follow up with my other techniques as I did before. Okay? As much as necessary. So let me show you how you can avoid or at least detect that this thing is coming. I'd like you to keep, I'm going to throw a right roundhouse punch. I'd like you to watch very closely my right shoulder. Okay? What tends to happen when somebody gets ready to throw any kind of a roundhouse sucker punch like this, that shoulder is going to dip a little bit. It's going to move. It's going to move back a little or down a little bit here. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to keep an eye on my shoulder as I get ready to throw the punch. Okay? Watch again. So you can see at the instant I start to move, even if I don't step with this foot, if I just get ready to throw the punch from here, you'll see my shoulder drop down. That's an indication it's coming. Sometimes they step in with the same side, this way. But again, notice how the shoulder dips as I go to make the punch. So it's a telltale sign that it's coming. It gives you just an advanced warning, but it's enough of an advanced warning to actually triple your reaction time.